is it too late? You know, because now this person sees it. Now, but it, look, I understand that it's frustrating, you know, to, for someone to finally see you at like the worst like time. Like, why did it have to get to this point for me to be seen when I saw you from the moment I met you, you know? And with this person, I feel like it's partly trauma, but it's also like a lot of different factors outside of you. And I think like if you've been in separation with this person for like a month, couple of weeks, they notice it now, but it's like they're taking slow steps. And the thing about the divine is like, yes, slow steps are always necessary and they're great and everything, but like sometimes you gotta take the blessing when the blessing is here. And not worry if you're gonna mess it up, not worry if, you know, you're gonna destroy it. Like, obviously, yes, have good intentions and don't, you know, basically poop where you sleep, but like, appreciate what you have while you still have it, because it can get taken away. It can be like, it can be given to someone else, someone who's way more capable of handling this blessing that was had your name written all over it. My advice is that if you don't know where you stand right now on this situation, I wouldn't give in right away, because this person has a lot of proving to do. I feel like they've maybe lied to you, maybe manipulated you, um, for some embarrassed you like tremendously. And it's not that you don't want this person back. Like, God always gives us the opportunity to either forgive and accept this person back in and change things, or let this person go and start something new. So whatever you decide in this like part of your life, like the divine's gonna back you 100%. But this is something that you prayed for. This is something that you manifested. And like, it's also something that, remember, when you release resistance between you and the divine, like, you're giving the divine an opportunity to work in your favor. But sometimes it's not going to happen in the way you anticipate these things to happen. Sometimes people really do need to fall flat on their ass in order to see things clearly. And so to be of God, to be like of service to God, there is a level of forgiveness that needs to happen. Not saying that every situation is going to be this way, but if God didn't judge us and God didn't get angry with us when we made mistakes, what gives us the right to be angry with them? And is that working out of a place of love or a place of ego? So you got a lot to think about, but I trust that you will make the right decision. And remember, like, when you're thinking of God and you're like glorifying God, just remember that when you messed up, and you've done some pretty messed up things in your life, maybe not to the degree of this person, but there's been a couple that you kind of let sit by the wayside because God forgave you. Just ask yourself, am I being of God by staying upset, by basically putting this person through really, really harsh judgment? Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have to uphold boundaries. That doesn't mean that you have to rush yourself and get yourself to a place of forgiveness right here, right now, because that's what God wants of you. God's going to allow you to have as much time as you need to figure this situation out within yourself. But you have to give it time, and you have to uphold boundaries, and you have to like really, really advocate for yourself in the places where this person cannot. I do think that this person does want change, and they do want a shift of energy between you, but they're like, you're gonna have to explain to this person what your needs and wants are in this situation. Otherwise, you're leaving that to their own discretion. And if you're doing that to somebody who isn't as self-aware as you are, you're now like, you're kind of abandoning this person in this relationship. And that's kind of not okay too. So take some time, think about it. I would make a list of what you feel you need from this person, and give them another chance to show up. If they mess this up, that's it. There's no more. But I think like in the past, you guys have both tried to do this without God, and now God had entered the chat, and he's intervening. So do it with God this time. Okay? Pray, fast, manifest, talk to God, and see what happens.